The U.S. President has tipped the country to stop racial and religious profiling in the war on terror. President Barrack Obama is saying the profiling provides fodder for violent extremism and breeding grounds for sectarian divisions. Nonetheless, the U.S. President pledged to walk shoulder to shoulder with Kenya as it battles the threat of the Al-Shabaab.
The U.S. President challenged Kenya to change tact in its homeland security strategies in the fight against terror. President Barrack Obama warning Kenya against advancing racial and religious discrimination in the fight, saying advancing such moves compromises the battle as it provides fodder for polarization and violent extremism.
When we define ourselves narrowly, in opposition to somebody just because they're of a different tribe or race or religion, and we ignore who's a good person or a bad person. Are they working hard or not? Are they honest or not? Are they peaceful or violent? When we start making distinctions solely based on status and not what people do, then we're taking a wrong path, and we inevitably suffer in the end.
Singling out the Muslim minority in the country, the U.S. President warned marginalization of such communities will be detrimental and a clawback on the gains made in the war on terror. The President instead saying the country should work as a single unit to succeed in degrading the influence of terror cells in the country.
In both our countries, we have to reject calls that allow us to be divided. This is true for any diverse society. And Kenya is rich with diversity, with many dozens of tribes and ethnicities and languages and religious groups. And time and again, just as we've seen the dangers of religious or ethnic violence, we've seen that Kenya is stronger when Kenyans stand united with a sense of national identity.
This issue of terrorism is new to us, and as it is new, we learn with each and every step. We are improving our capacities and our methods of dealing with terrorism. We as a country are willing to learn. We have undertaken fundamental reforms in our police services to help us to deal with this particular problem.
Obama made the remarks at the Kasarani Indoor Arena, ironically the same facility that was used by the country's security apparatus in 2014 as a holding center during Operation Usalama Watch, an operation mounted to crack down on illegal immigrants in the country. Hundreds of immigrants were rounded up and locked down at Kasarani in the operation that was mainly focused in Eastleigh, South C and South B areas.
Terrorists who try to sow chaos, they must be met with force, and they must also be met, though, with a forceful commitment to uphold the rule of law and respect for human rights, and to treat everybody who is peaceful and law-abiding fairly and equally. Extremists who prey on distrust must be defeated by communities who stand together.
Nonetheless, Obama pledged his administration's help to Kenya in the war on terror. At the bilateral talks, the U.S. said it will accord Kenya financial, technical and training assistance to Kenya's security forces.
We're going to stand shoulder to shoulder with you in this fight against terrorism for as long as it takes.
Samogina, KTN News.